Hey Raiders, it's crazy, but this week we seem to have our first duplicate trial. We'll talk about it later, but first, if you're looking for tips for one specific trial, timestamps are in the video description. It's a short video, so I recommend you watch all of it. Maybe you'll find some good tips or inspiration for this week's trials, but if you only care about a specific one, this week we'll discuss damage Bastions, destroy ticks, fireballs and pops, damage Wasps, harvest plants, and damage Rocketeers, Leapers and Bastions again. The video will mostly focus on getting 4000 points quickly for the maximum weekly reward, but other tips to maximize your leaderboard score will also be included. Leave this video a like, consider subscribing, and let's dive into it. Damage Bastions. Getting the 4000 points for the max weekly reward is relatively easy on this one because one Bastion during the 2x major map condition gives you over 4000 score. So if you're doing a quick, safe in and out, go into a major map condition, even Stella Montis at night, because you can just rush to the Bastion and kill it first. The best map for pushing the score on this is probably Dam Battleground, so if you don't care about pushing the leaderboard, maybe avoid this map as other players are very likely to be killing Bastions on Dam this week. You have so many options to destroy the Bastion safely. One of the ways is finding a good angle to shoot the yellow leg joint with heavy ammo or even a renegade. As soon as the leg blows up, the Bastion will be stunned for about 8 seconds, which is more than enough time to run up and place a deadline mine on it. Place it on the back or under the top half for maximum damage. If the Bastion is not destroyed straight away, it's just a few shots from being demolished. As you can see, this one Bastion kill got me over 4000 points on damage Bastions and over 4000 points on damage Leapers, Rocketeers and Bastions trial as well. Of course, there are cheaper ways to do this, like disabling every leg until eventually it cannot move and blows up, or just checking around 30 impact nades from top of pipeline tower while using it as a cover, and even if you need to do a couple more shots with an anvil to finish it off, it's basically super cheap and relatively safe. Now, if you're pushing the leaderboards, you already know how to deal with the Bastions, so just make sure you go to Dam Battlegrounds. There's a guaranteed Bastion spawn at the pipeline tower as well as the Hydro Domes, so rotate between these spawns and you'll be able to catch multiple Bastion respawns in one round. While you're waiting for Bastion respawns, make sure to aggro and destroy Leapers in the Red Lakes and Rocketeer from the top of this pipeline tower, since that's another trial this week. Destroy ticks, fireballs and pops. This is a very fun trial because the best way to do it is just going ham on Stella Montis Night Raid. Every bot, even a tick, should give you around 470 points towards this trial, so technically just killing 10 ticks in the Seed Vault could get you over 4000 points and earn maximum rewards for this week. But there's so many more bots all around Stella Montis. Archives have a huge variety of pops, fireballs and ticks, so does the Business Center. Medical Research Wing has countless ticks on the top floor and fireballs on the bottom. Just run around the map with lots of adrenaline shots and an anvil to one-shot the fireballs and you will rack up a pretty high score. Some extra tips for you to consider is bringing the Looting MK2 for this trial, because this augment special ability is automatically throwing off ticks after 1 second, so if you get attacked, you don't need to struggle with them as much. Also consider leaving your silencer in Speranza for this one. Loud anvil shots will attract nearby pops and fireballs to start moving towards you, which is exactly what you want for this trial rather than chasing every little arcbot yourself. To push the leaderboards, you'd want to go with a full squad, clear out the lobby of other players as soon as you can so that you can have most of the map for yourself. Split up into dedicated areas and rotate between rooms, making sure you don't block respawns. This trial eats through bullets, so bring a lot of those and consider bringing a hull cracker in your inventory to quickly deal with any shredders once the lobby is cleared from players. Damage Wasps. This trial is relatively straightforward, but it could also be a little boring if you're trying to min-max, because pushing a high score involves farming a lot of snitch scanners in advance. Now, of course, you can just go into any major map condition and kill wasps naturally on the map. Each wasp will give you 440 points, so you really only need 9 wasps to get 4000 score and grab the maximum rewards for this week. If you're destroying wasps naturally, Electromagnetic Storm on Dam or Blue Gate could be a good choice. You can quietly destroy flying enemies without attracting too much attention because the storm will block some of the sounds coming from the shots. You can also attract snitches, and those will spawn a hornet and 2 wasps. If you're equipped to deal with them, that's extra 2 wasps per snitch. Just bring an anvil and a few seeker grenades to make quick work out of these bots. If you don't mind a bit of preparation, then definitely farm some snitch scanners in advance. They're perfect for this trial because unlike actual snitches, throwing a snitch scanner on the ground will only summon 2 wasps and no hornets. So to reach 4000 points, all you need to do is bring 5 snitch scanners into the raid and 1 wolf pack. Then find a safe spot with a bit of cover and throw all the snitch scanners in various directions with a little bit of delay. If you're lucky, all 5 scanners will summon wasps and you'll be able to destroy all of them with a single wolf pack. Here I'm throwing 7 snitch scanners using 1 wolf pack and I'll be over 5000 points within first minute of the round, and I'm free to extract before anyone else gets to the extract elevator. If you're pushing the leaderboards for the max score, you already know what to do. Go in as a squad, everyone brings multiple rows of snitch scanners, set up somewhere high with barricades where other teams will struggle to push you, and start aggroing natural snitches on the map to spawn extra wasps as you're summoning your own wasps with the snitch scanners. This can give you a very high potential score this week, as you're only limited by your time on the map, how efficiently you're destroying the flying bots, and how many scanners did your team farm up for the trial. Harvest plants. Harvest plants can be a tricky one, especially towards the weekend when everyone will be trying to get their 4000 points, but luckily you have quite a few options here. One way that is pretty popular is the trench up north on the spaceport map. If you spawn somewhere nearby, run for the trench, avoid the big arc that spawns there, and just pick up all the great mulane that is scattered at the very bottom. In the eastern corner of the trench there is always a tree stump that spawns at least 3 mushrooms you can always pick up. Another option is damn battlegrounds. Keep spawning with a free loadout and resetting if you don't spawn next to the swamp area. Once you're there, there's a lot of great mulane spawns in the riverbeds. Use the Metaforge interactive map to check where the clusters are, and once you're done with this, move towards the Pale Residences and Ruby Apartments and look for agave bushes. You can then go up north for more mulane and agave spawns. This should be more than enough to get the 4000 score. And you can even do this in Stella Monte's lobby and atrium area, but my preferred run, if you don't particularly care about pushing high scores, is still Buried City. Embark recently updated the map to spawn less grass in the Galleria, but overall there's still enough great mulane spawns on the map to get you well over 4000 points. Make sure you spawn in a fresh raid next to the Galleria, and if you don't get that spawn, surrender and restart, as it will most likely be picked once you get there. When you do get a good spawn, rush for the Galleria, collect all the plants there, then it's a quick dash under the research building where another 3 bushes can spawn, and then swing by Marano Park east side. This one often spawns great mulane and you can crouch in the bushes while picking it to avoid aggroing any arc while you're there. Bring a couple of smokes to be safe in this area. And once you're done, quickly run over all the way to the east, to the outskirts here. Lots of great mulane spawns have been moved here from the Galleria. Just run around the 2 big water tanks here and pick up the grass all around them. This should get you over 5000 score in a nice easy run without having to run around the whole map on damn battlegrounds, for example. So I've given you a lot of different options here. Pick what you feel most comfortable with, and good luck getting your weekly rewards on this one. Damage Rocketeers, Leapers, and Bastions. This is kind of a duplicate trial because to get an easy 4000 score on this one, it should still be enough to destroy just 1 Bastion and get out. Bastions will give you around 4100 points on a major map condition, Leapers should give you 2200 points, as well as the Rocketeers with 2200 points. So whether you feel like Leapers are easier, just chuck 1 or 2 Trailblazers under them while they're stationary, that should do the trick, or as I explained in the Damage Bastions trial at the start of the video, destroy the Bastion leg by shooting 1 yellow joint, and while it's stunned, place 1 deadline mine on top of it to quickly blow it up. Or you can choose to go with a super cheap loadout and just destroy all the Bastion legs until it blows up, or chuck extremely cheap impact grenades from the top of Pipeline Tower. You can get there with a zip line from pretty much anywhere or with a snap hook from this particular box, and it's the better way to do it because other raiders will struggle to follow you there unless they also come prepared. Now, if you're trying to push max score for the leaderboards, this trial has a lot of min-max potential. You'd probably want to rotate between the two Bastion spawns during Electromagnetic Storm on Dam Battlegrounds, that's the Pipeline Tower Bastion and the Hydro Domes one, while also aggroing every Leaper and Rocketeer you can see from the top of Pipeline Tower, and consider sending one of your squad mates to the testing annex and water treatment to kill any potential Leapers roaming around there. So that's a quick summary of this week's trials. Whether you're aiming for 4,000 score and maximum weekly rewards, or you're actually pushing for the leaderboards, I hope some of these tips were useful and inspired you to think about more efficient ways to farm these trials. If you enjoyed watching, click that like button and consider subscribing. Every single sub does a lot for this channel. It obviously helps me create Arc Raiders content, it helps you stay up to date with fun and informative Arc Raiders videos in the future, and it helps other raiders because YouTube is more likely to show this video to more people if you, yes, you specifically, click that subscribe button. Thank you for watching till the very end. I can't wait for what Embark has in store for us next week. I'll be streaming it, but for now, crazy trick